So it's a theory that's proven through like real life things such as Bitcoin and such as certain tech companies and such, that the longer something survives, non-perishable things, right? So not a human being, but the longer an item survives, the longer it's likely to continue surviving.
Yeah.
Right. And that's called the Lindy effect. Right. So you can't apply that to like human beings, right? Because there's a lifespan. Like the longer you live, the more likely you are to be closer to death, right? But when applied to certain tech,
non-perishable, maybe.
Yeah, non-perishable, and tech is a great example. A lot of tech and a lot of crypto survives for a short period of time, and then it dies off. But what's shown to happen through Ethereum, Bitcoin, and some things that have longevity is the longer they continue to live, as long as that network effect keeps growing, and it is helpful for those things to remain, unchanged, right? So if they remain unchanged and thrive for many years, it's very likely that they'll continue to thrive for many years beyond that. That's called the Lindy effect. Now, we can think about HEX, and we can say HEX is early. We're not in the Lindy effect part of HEX yet, right? We hope to someday be there, where HEX has survived long enough. And we have people staked up for 15 years, so we can assume that, okay, people will still be interacting and trying to pump their own bags and market and network effect, for the next, at least 15 years. But that 15 years keeps getting pushed out more and more and more, as long as there's more people that are staking. So you could see come a point, where people outside of HEX start to realize that, wait a minute, this crypto has survived when everything else has died, except for the other ones that already have the Lindy effect. So that would be Bitcoin and Ethereum and, a handful of others. We want to get into that realm. So how do we do that? Well, there's only one way to make that happen, and that's through more and more and more adoption, right? We're not there yet. We can have hopes and dreams that, HEX will be a certain price by a certain date, and we're all going to be rich. But there's only one way to make that happen, and that's just continue growing the community.